Welcome. Scuss. It's your night to relax. Let your brain tingle. Journals of awakening. Welcome to the show. It's LBG, Samska, Nebraska, Sam Tinkles. Hey Tom, how you doing, buddy? Doing all right. Vegas. Vegas. Hey Penny, how you doing? It's Penny Bunny. A nickel. Speak news. Naughty Mickey. How are we sounding out there? Sound check. Sissy pop. The vintage hippies. Hey Jerry, how you doing, buddy? Want the Louisiana style? Jonica Tinkles. Hey Jonica, how you doing? Welcome, darling. Yeah, I got the messing around with some stuff on the back end, you guys, and looking at some comments and dealing with some things, and X'd out everybody from being a moderator. Forgive me, I'll work on that later. I just want to read y'all something really nice tonight. Sit back and relax, enjoy the show. Half pint, half tinkle. Not a full tingle, but half tingle. Jerry Tingles, Angela Critters. I'm glad that sounds good. I did some rearranging over here. Be miss. Bunny Tingles. How's everybody doing? Want the Louisiana style? Cushy, scuss. Cushy, scuss. Fall dog. What's up, buddy? It's Buddy Broska, Caucasian Sasquatch. Caucasian Sasquatch. Burnt flowers falling. Swahilians are in the distance. Bobby Catalana, Bobby Tingle. You're gonna discuss some bottle caps. Don't let me miss any bottle caps. Nest lover. The big movie fan. Chica wow, meow. Naughty Nicky. Bow. Chica wow. Yeah, it's great to see everybody tonight. I'm going to read a little excerpt from something special. Some of you may have heard of this book, some of you may not have. Hey, sunshine. Tink, tink, tink. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nez, how you doing, Nez? Hey, Jerry. It's professional paranormal research. I'm Scully, the author that reads to you. I read my novels, other works from the public domain, submissions by you. Got something you wrote? I'll read it for you. Hey, fall dog. It's a cha 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 cha. A cha 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 cha. Coming in, share it out. Share it out. Buck it up. Okay. PPR. Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. Ska, 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 ska. Ska, 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 ska. Don't clicks, player. Hey, player. How you doing? Hey, jackass, man. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, sorry about that, y'all, about demodding everybody. I just exited out on accident and trying to do some stuff in the back end, you know, get any of you guys familiar with Mitch Albom? Mitch Albom. He wrote a book called Tuesday with Morrie. Anybody familiar with that? Hey, King Monarch TV. Welcome, Broska. Sunshine tinkles, 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 tinkles. Tuesday with Morrie. Yeah, we here, bro. Same as dinner with entree. It's Eddie Pickle, Eddie Pickle, 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 Pickle. Eddie Pickle, 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 Pickle. tarantula critters, 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 critters. It is the late spring of 1979. Hot, sticky Saturday afternoon. Hundreds of us sit together side by side in rows of wooden folding chairs on the main campus lawn. Relaxing is listening to the sound of my voice. We wear blue nylon robes. We listen impatiently to long speeches. It's your time to relax. And when the ceremony's over, we throw our caps in the air and we're officially graduated from college. Senior class of Brandeis University in the city of Waltham. Massachusetts. For many of us, the curtain has just come down from childhood. Afterward, I find Morrie Schmartz. Professor Morrie Schwartz. I introduce him to my parents. He's a small man who takes small steps, as if a strong wind could at any time whisk him up into the clouds. In his graduation day robe, he looks like a cross between a biblical prophet and a Christmas elf. He has sparkling blue-green eyes, thinning silver hair that spills onto his forehead, big ears, a triangular nose, and tufts of gray eyebrows. All those teeth are crooked and his lower ones are slanted back as if someone had once punched them in when he smiles. It's as if you just told him the first choking word. Scud, 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 scud. DJ. It's Billy Scud. Billy Tingle, Tingle, Tingle. How's Billy doing? DJ is... I'm naked. Well, alright. He tells my parents how I took every class he taught. He tells them, you have a special boy here. Embarrassed, I look at my feet. Before we leave, I hand my professor a present. Tan briefcase with his initials on the front. Bulldog, I bought this the day before at a shopping mall. I didn't want to forget him. Maybe I didn't want him to forget me. Mitch, you were one of the good ones, he says, admiring the briefcase. Hey, coaches on Scott. Tingle, tingle. Welcome. Then he hugs me, and I feel his thin arms around my back. I'm taller than he is, and when he holds me, I feel awkward, older, as if I were the parent and he were the child. He asks if I'll stay in touch. Without hesitation, I say, of course. Hey, Guru, what's up, buddy? Come on in and relax. When he steps back, I see that he's crying. His death sentence came in the summer of 1994. Looking back, Morrie knew something bad was coming long before that. He knew it the day he gave up dancing. How's that sound, Daddy? Daddy Pickle. Guru and Wahoo the turtle. Exit all out. What you talking about there? He's messing with the settings. How we sounding out there? Creepypasta channel. Addie, he'd always been a dancer, my old professor. Music didn't matter. Rock and roll, big band, blues. All right, Bobby, tuck it in, Bobby. Tuck it in, let's tuck in, Bobby. She ready, go night-night. Come on, tingles. Hey, cha. King Mark TV. Miss Lover. Reach out. He loved them all. He could close his eyes and with a blissful smile begin to move his own sense of rhythm. Still out there, Vegas paranormal? Sound check. Morrie danced by himself. Tom Garvey, the kettle cook. 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 Cushy, skull. Cushy used to go to church in Harvard Square every Wednesday night for something called Dance Free. They had flashing lights and booming speakers, and Morrie would wander in among the mostly student crowd. He'd wear a white t-shirt and black sweatpants and a towel around his neck. Y'all hear music? No music. And whatever music was playing, that's the music which he danced. He'd do the Lindy Jimi Hendrix. Twisted and twirled, he waved his arms like a conductor on amphetamines. Till sweat was dripping down the middle of his back. No one knew there was a prominent doctor of sociology, years of experience as a college professor, several well-respected books. They just thought he was some old nut. Rowing. Once he bought a tango tape and got them to play it over the speakers. Then he commandeered the floor, shooting back and forth like some hot Latin lover. Some hot Latin lover. When he finished, everyone applauded. He could have stayed in that moment forever. Okay. Then the dancing stopped. Developed asthma in the 60s. His breathing became labored. One day he was walking along the Charles River. A cold burst of wind left him choking for air. He was rushed to the hospital and injected with adrenaline. Hey, thank you everybody for being here tonight. Jen's aura, Jen's aura. Welcome, darling. Years later, he began to have trouble walking. At a birthday party for a friend, he stumbled inexplicably. Another night, fell down steps of a theater, startling a small crowd of people. "You there!" someone yelled. He was in his 70s by this point, and so they whispered old age and helped him to his feet. But Morrie, who was always more in touch with his insides than the rest of us, knew something else was wrong. This was more than old age. He was weary all the time. He had trouble sleeping. He dreamt he was dying. He began to see the doctors, lots of them. They tested his blood, they tested his urine, they put a scope up his rear end and looked inside his intestines. Finally, when nothing could be found, one doctor ordered a muscle biopsy, taking a small piece out of Morrie's calf. The lab report came back suggesting a neurological problem. Morrie was brought in for yet another series of tests. Sunshine tinkles. "We need to check further," the doctor said. "Why?" Morrie asked. "What is it?" "We're not sure. Your times are slow." His times are slow. What does that mean? What does it mean? TWP popcorn. Popcorn. Welcome, tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. Finally, on a hot, humid day in August 1994, Morrie and his wife, Charlotte, went to the neurologist. Check. Gonna get a sip of the magic juice. Where's Kimmy? Oh, Kimmy counts. Oh. So they went to the neurologist's office. He asked him to sit down before he broke the news. Anybody know the story? Nobody finds out before we go on? "Where's Kimmy Kim?" says Jim. "Angela got the popcorn." And Beverly tinkles. "Hey, darling. Kim Maple syrup. Kim Maple syrup. Rowan Scott. Easy, I said I love you, darling. Gentara, Gentara. Hey, meow, boom, chickara, meow. Guru and the Wahoo turtles, It's Brother Rowan. Hey, It's room 2. Okay, that's the only cool catch. Pindars, good. Pindar, tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. Oh, cool, Popcorn and I are going to do a collab. Sam Tinkles. It's LBG. Nebraska LBG. You've been out of the loop for about a week, really. All this crazy stuff going on in YouTube land. It's time to relax. Relax. That's lover. So nobody knows what happens to Morrie, huh? Pandora, we're reading some excerpts from Tuesday with Morrie by Mitch Albom. Quite a little famous novel. I think it's only 88 pages long. I'm not sure about that. And if y'all didn't hear Izzy read some of Mandar's work, definitely go check that out. He's a great writer, and he's producing some books, and very, very interesting. Hey, it's 1SP. Scott. Hey, what's up, buddy? Oh, buddy, bro. 1SP. Johnny Small Pepper, what are you doing? Look what the cat dragged in. Johnny Small Pepper. Shizzle bomb boom rocker me out. Naughty Nicky. Burt Flowers falling. Next week, Tuesday, I'm going to start auditions for Shawshank Redemption. So if you're interested in trying out for that, come on by at 7 p.m. Central on Tuesday. Go ahead and make that official. And after that, I'm planning to produce the Grease soundtrack. Classic Grease. Lots of cool parts in that. I've been fighting rabid cats for raw sushi. You come back in there, your sushi's gone. Right. How you been doing, 1SP? Don't forget, if there's something that you wrote and you'd like it narrated, you can send it over to Jayscullybooks at gmail.com, and we'll put that on the list for you. Jenny's good. Jenny's hard. Yeah, I think we talked about maybe doing CashApp. We do have I think it's like a 420 episode of, what is it, Nez and Steve, Sanford and Son, 420. How's that sound? Caucasian and I talked about doing Ender's Game, if any of y'all familiar with that. Yeah, forgive me, you guys. I had to X everybody out on the moderators. Looking at some stuff on the back end, I was like trying to take a few mods off, and like, bam, you know how it is. Whoa, trippy tingles. So they asked Morrie to sit down before they broke the news to him. You got Lou Gehrig's disease, a brutal, unforgiving illness of the neurological system. There's no known cure. How did I get it? Is it terminal? It is, sir. So I'm going to die. Yes, you are. The doctor said. I'm very sorry. He sat with Morrie and Charlotte for nearly 2 hours, patiently answering their questions. When they left, the doctor gave them some information on ALS, little pamphlets, as if they were opening a bank account. Outside, the sun was shining and people were going about their business. A woman ran to put some money in a parking meter. Another carried groceries. Charlotte had a million thoughts running through her mind. How much time do we have left? How will we manage? How will we pay the bills? My old professor, meanwhile, was stunned by the normalcy of the day around him. Shouldn't the world stop? Don't they know what has happened to me? But the world did not stop. It took no notice at all. And as Morrie pulled weakly on the car door, he felt as if he were dropping into a hole. Now what, he thought. The old professor searched for answers. The disease took him over day by day, week by week. He backed the car out of the garage one morning and could barely push the brakes. That was the end of his driving. He kept tripping, so he purchased a cane. That was the end of walking free. He went for his regular swim at the YMCA, but he found he could no longer undress himself. In fall of 1994, Morrie came to the Hilly Brandeis campus to teach his final college course. He could have skipped this, of course. The university would have understood why suffering so in front of so many people. Stay at home. Get your affairs in order, but the idea of quitting did not occur to Morrie. No fear, no fear, no fear. Instead, he hobbled into the classroom in his home for more than 30 years. Because of the cane, it took a while to reach the chair. Finally, he sat down, dropped his glasses off his nose, and looked out at the young faces who stared back in silence. No fear, no fear, no fear, my friends. I assure you all are here for the social psychology class. If you feel this is a problem, I understand if you wish to drop the course. He smiled, and that was the end of the secret. Angela critters. Angela critters. ALS is like a lit candle. Melts your nerves and leaves your body a pile of wax. Melts your nerves and leaves your body a pile of wax. Often it begins in the legs and works its way up. Lose control of your thigh muscles so that you can't support yourself standing. Kathleen. Lose control of your trunk muscles so that you cannot sit up straight. And by the end, if you're still alive, breathing through a tube in the hole in your throat, while your soul, perfectly awake, is imprisoned inside a limp husk, perhaps able to blink or cluck a tongue, like something from a science fiction movie. A man frozen inside his own flesh. It's real, and this takes more than 5 years from the day you contract the disease. Morrie's doctors guessed he had 2 years left. Morrie knew it was less. Yeah, I know it's scary. It's real scary, Izzy. But people go through it. It's one of the, from what I understand, that and pancreatic cancer is, let me get a sip of my magic juice. Hang on. Pancreatic cancer and Lou Gehrig's disease are a couple of the worst ways to go, you know, and if I get, you know, a lot of y'all don't know this story, but I get deep into it, you'll see more of the profoundness of it. He made a profound decision that day. He began to construct the day he came out of the doctor's office with a sword hanging over his head. Do I wither up and disappear, or do I make the best of the time I got left? Kathleen, he would not wither. He would not be ashamed of dying. Instead, Cat, he would make death his final project, center point of his days. Since everyone's going to die, he could be of great value, right? He could be research, human textbook, studying my slow, impatient demise. Study me, he said. Watch what happens to me. Learn with me. Morrie would walk that final bridge between life and death and narrate the trip. Shrimp and grits. This generator tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. Trader tingle, trader tingle, tingle. Tonight, reading Tuesday with Morrie by Mitch Albom. So now we all know Morrie got ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, Dragon Mama. Pills and craze therapy became regular. Nurses came to the house. Morrie's legs withered. His narrowed thoughts until his world shrunk down to a single breath, in and out, in and out, in and out. One day, using his cane, he stepped onto the curb and fell over on the street. The cane was exchanged for a walker. And for all that was happening to him, his voice was strong and inviting, and his mind was vibrating with a million thoughts. He was intent on proving that the word dying was not synonymous with useless. The new year came and went. Although he never said it to anyone, Morrie knew this would be the last year of his life. Only Morrie wasn't dead yet. In fact, the most unusual part of his life is about to unfold. Dragon Mama, welcome to the Tinkle Line. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. I'm sorry y'all been off laying low for a couple of weeks. That last production was quite a doozy, and congratulations. So we're at the part of the story, the student of Morrie's, she starts showing a keen interest in what's going on, and the book's from the point of view of the student, so it's written in first person, as you can see. Take a quick look at this chat. It's Trader's Good. Welcome, Doc. And Angela Critters. How's Wheezy doing, Angela? Angela. Chin's hard. Chin's hard. Chin's hard. It's Mosca. Dragon Tinkles. Yeah, I got some pretty cool emojis that y'all can drop in there. A few people helped me with that. Really starting to up my game with this Leonardo art, and I'm trying to help some people develop some ideas for channel banners and thumbnails and things of that nature. Derby Jack, buddy. It's Derby Jack Christian Rouge. Okay, Jen. Nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get take a look. I'm gonna show you all this quick video that Izzy made for me. Take a quick bathroom break and play that. It's pretty neat. Show.
Tingle grain. Tingle grain.
Hey, how y'all like that? Wasn't that cool? Always, you always get tickled pink when somebody makes something special for you like that. It's kind of just, we're all teaching each other how to do these things in a sense, but once you get a little grasp on it, you put your spin on it, and I know Cushy makes some really cool videos, like working with some of that AI technologies and stuff. That's really cool. Sunshine, how you doing? So y'all enjoying the story so far? Pindar. It's quite endearing. Hey, Sean Tuber, what's up, buddy? Heck yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Cushy. You're a really good artist. Loving your work. You make me, when I wonder how somebody does something, like, I always know it's good, so does Pindar. I'm courtesy, you just can't see. I think I might have missed something. Twitchy the skeleton. Did I miss something, Izzy? How's John Tinkle? How you doing tonight? Yes, I missed something. Hey, Guru. Brain tingles. Toe tingles, huh? Angela Critters. The video was twitchy. Oh, do not know. Hey, Joni. Joni Spring. Joniska, welcome. Well, all right. Joniska, sit back, relax. We're reading Tuesday with Morrie. At this point, I should explain what happened to me since that summer day when I last hugged my dear and wise professor. Promised to keep in touch with him. I did not keep in touch. In fact, I lost contact with most of the people I knew in college, including my beer drinking friends and the first woman I ever woke up with in the morning. Skull. 3 years after graduation hardened me into someone quite different from the strutting graduate who left campus that day headed for New York City, ready to offer the world his talent. I know I missed something. We moved forward. The world I discovered was not all that interesting. I wandered around my early 20s, paying rent and reading classifieds, wondering why the lights were not turning green for me. My dream was to become a famous musician. I played the piano. After several dark years of empty nightclubs, broken promises, bands that kept breaking up, and producers who seemed excited about everyone but me, dream soured. It soured. I was falling for the first time in my life. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Same time, I had my first serious encounter with death. My favorite uncle, my mother's brother, a man who taught me music, taught me to drive, teased me about girls, thrown me a football, that one adult whom I targeted as a child and said, "That's who I want to be when I grow up." Died of pancreatic cancer at the age of 44. He was a short, handsome man with a thick mustache, and I was with him for the last year of his life, living in an apartment just below him. Watched his strong body wither. Saw him suffer night after night. Most helpless I ever felt in my life. Sitting there, he looked out toward the horizon, said through gritted teeth that he wouldn't be around to see his kids in the next school year. He asked if I would look after them. Told him not to talk that way. He stared at me sadly. He died a few weeks later. After the funeral, my life changed. I felt as time was suddenly precious. Water going down an open drain. I could not move quickly enough. No more playing music at half-empty nightclubs. No more writing songs in my apartment. Songs that no one would hear. I returned to school. I earned a master's degree in journalism and took the first job offered as a sports writer. Bounced around from New York to Florida and eventually took a job in Detroit as a columnist for the Detroit Free Press. Relax, stock explore. Brain tingles begin. Sports appetite in the city was insatiable. I was part of the media thunderstorm that now soaks our country. I was in demand. I stopped renting. I started buying. I bought a house on the hill. House on the hill. I bought cars. I invested in stocks and built a portfolio. I was cranked to fifth gear. Everything I did on a deadline. I exercised like a demon. Made more money than I ever figured to see. I met a dark-haired woman named Janine who somehow loved me despite my schedule. We married, 7-year courtship. Back to work week after the wedding. I told her myself that we'd one day start a family. Something she wanted very much. That day never came. Sister tingles, and welcome sister's voice. Instead, I buried myself in accomplishments. Because with accomplishments, I believed I could control things. I could squeeze in every last piece of happiness before I got sick and died. Like my uncle before me. Which I figured was my natural fate. As for Morrie, well, I thought about him now and then. Things he taught me about being human and relating to others. But it was always in the distance, as if from another life. And Stony Baker empty. Welcome. It might have stayed that way. Had I not been flicking through the TV channels late one night, something caught my ear. That's right, Stoney, as the Scubell tolls. How you doing, traders? My sister's voice, Kent Maple, Cushy. Let me miss anybody. I already missed some stuff, so. Hey, Pindar. There's Greg, Wisconsin Greg. How you doing, buddy? Pindar, you got your earbuds in? It was March of 1995. Limousine carrying Ted Koppel, host of ABC TV's Nightline, pulled up to the snow-covered curb outside Morrie's house in West Newton, Massachusetts. Whoop, whoop. Nicky. No fear. Morrie was in a wheelchair full time now. His legs were dead, he'd never walk again. Yet he refused to be depressed. Instead, Morrie had become a lightning rod of ideas. He wrote bite-sized philosophies about living with death's shadow. Accept what you're able to do and what you are able not to do. Accept the past as past without denying it or discarding it. Learn to forgive yourself and to forgive others. Don't assume that it's too late to get involved. After a while, he had more than 50 of these aphorisms, and he shared it with his friends. One friend, a fellow Brandeis professor named Morrie Stein, was so taken with the words that he sent them to a Boston Globe reporter. Came out, wrote a long feature story on Morrie. The headline read, Professor's Final Course, His Own Death. Oh, thank you, Izzy. Inez got a membership. Yes, love her. Tingles. No fear. The article caught the eye of a producer from the Nightline show. He brought it up to Koppel in Washington, D.C. Take a look at this, the producer said. Next thing you knew, there were cameramen in Morrie's living room, and Koppel's limousine was in front of the house. I hope Morrie goes easy on Ted, said someone. Tell me something close to your heart, Morrie began. Scuzzy papa, tinkle papa, tinkle papa, tinkle papa. Morrie motioned for Koppel to sit down, crossed his hands in his lap and smiled. That's when he said, tell me something close to your heart. All right, Koppel said. He spoke about his children. They were close to his heart. Good, Morrie said. Now tell me something about your faith. I usually don't talk about such things with people I've only known a few minutes. Ted, I'm dying. I don't have a lot of time here on Earth. Gray 1107. Koppel laughed and he quoted a passage from Marcus Aurelius, something he felt strongly about. £18 kitty's ball breaker. Because Morrie sat in a wheelchair, Cameron never caught his withered legs. And because he was still able to move his hands, Morrie always spoke with both hands waving. He showed great passion when explaining how he faced the end of life. Ted, when all this started, I asked myself, am I going to withdraw from the world like most people do? Or am I going to live? I decided I'm going to live, or at least try to live the way I want, with dignity, with courage, with humor, with composure. There's some mornings, don't get me wrong, there's some mornings when I cry and mourn for myself. Some mornings I'm so angry and bitter, but it doesn't last too long. Then I get up and say, I want to live. I want to live. So far, I've been able to do that. Will I be able to continue? But I'm betting on myself that I will. Koppel looked at him and Koppel said, that's inducing humility. And they spoke about the afterlife. They spoke about Morrie's increasing dependency on other people. He already needed help eating and sitting and moving from place to place. What Koppel asked did Morrie dread most about his slow, insidious decay? Well, Ted, one day soon, someone's gonna have to wipe my ass. He even had a sense of humor. Night owl, tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. Night owl, tinkle. Scully Bob. Show him Scully Bob. That's funny. Stony Baker empty. Night owl, night owl. Can make sunshine. Bird flowers fall. Cushy tinkles. Who is Morrie Schwartz? Why, by the end of this story, are so many of you going to care about him? 1,000 miles away from my house on the hill, I was casually flipping channels. I heard these words from the TV set. Who is Morrie Schwartz? And went on. I'm not sure if this is going to be a 3 or a 4-part series, but there's some really great, like, deep meaning to the story if you're not catching it already. I think it can help everybody in life. There's a reason why it's so famous. Do any of y'all know this story? Have you read the book before? Tuesday with Morrie? I got a new bag and some gummies. Brain tingles night out. Shrimp and grits. I'm a pokey can, poke. Tuck it in, tuck it in, tuck it in. It's dreamy. It's another world, another place, another time. It's dragon. Dragon. 101 teeth. I'd like to hear you do Needful Things by Stephen King. All right, Jonica. Definitely put it on the list. No fear, no fear, no fear. Go into the good night, no fear. Tuck it in, tuck it in. That's Cyborg Scully. Steampunk Cyborg Scully. Listen to the sound. Listen, listen. Gush, 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 gush. Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. Gush, 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 gush. Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. Being alive with Gina. Gina, ska, 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 ska. Can't help myself. Ska, 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 ska. Gina, Gina, Gina. Hey, Arlie. It's Arlie's the lights. Yeah, about to get a crank back up full time. Frankie Scud, Art Morbid. Ska, 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 ska. I love the graphics here. It's Art Morbid. Welcome, buddy. sunshine took it in. I don't know about Pet Cemetery. Look at that. Still got some coffee there. No, I haven't done Camelot or anything like that, Janica. Oh, you never heard of that one, huh, Steve-O? It's a great story, man. You'll see in the end. Drop that blood somewhere. Shit. That's so crazy. Fuck, man. Sorry, y'all. Got a little discombobulated. Discombobulation. Oh, he's a clownfish. Tell us a joke. I'm here. I had to get a gummy. Night Owl gonna get right. Yes, I am talking to myself. He blasting off. Did everybody tuck in burnt flowers? He's taking off. Tucking in. Tuck it in. Ska, 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 ska. Read it backwards. Totally in the Wild Hog videos now, Scully. Dragon Mama. Well, I guess one good thing about dropping a bud on the floor, you can just find it later. Hey, Miss T. How you been doing? Awesome to see you. Come on in. We're reading Tuesday with Morrie. Pit in the pendulum. How's my voice sound tonight? Some little tweaks to my studio and mics. Everything sounds good, huh? Oh yeah. Yummy. Great, says Hartley. Very smooth. Very good. Awesome. Thanks, Frank. Heart of Morbid. It's our first class together in the spring of 1976. I enter Morrie's large office and notice the seemingly countless books that line the wall. Books on sociology, philosophy, religion, psychology. There's a large rug on the hardwood floor and a window that looks out on the campus. Only a dozen or so students are there, fumbling with notebooks and syllabi. Most of them wear jeans and earth shoes and plaid flannel shirts. I tell myself it won't be that easy to cut a class this small. Maybe I should take it. Mitchell, Morrie says. Do you prefer Mitch or is Mitchell better? I've never been asked this by a teacher. I do a double take. This guy in his yellow turtleneck and green corduroy pants, silver hair that falls on his forehead. He's smiling. Mitch, I say. Mitch is what my friends call me. Well, Mitch it is then. Mitch, yeah. I hope that one day you'll think of me as your friend. Hey, Larry. How you doing, darling? Awesome to see you as always. Welcome to the show. Thank all of you for finding time to come out and support the channel. As I turned a rental car on the Morrie Street in West Newton, it's quite suburb off Boston, I had a cup of coffee in one hand and a cell phone between my ear and shoulder. I was talking to a TV producer about a piece we were doing. My eyes jumped from the digital clock. My return flight was in a few hours to the mailbox numbers on tree-lined suburban street. Car radio was on the all-new station. This is how I operated 5 things at once. Roll back the tape, I said to the producer. Let me hear that part again. Okay, he said. It's going to take a second. Suddenly, I was upon the house. I pushed the brakes, spilling coffee in my lap. At the sight of my old professor, I froze. I hadn't seen him in 16 years. His hair was thinner, nearly white, and his face was gaunt. I wasn't prepared for this. Hey, producer said, are you there? For all the time we spent together, for all the kindness and patience Morrie had shown me when I was young. I should have dropped the phone and jumped from the car, run and held him and kissed him and held low. Instead, I killed the engine and sunk down off the seat as if I were looking for something. Skip a beat. Now 5 minutes later, Morrie was hugging me, his thinning hair rubbing against my cheek. I told him I was searching for my keys. That's what took me so long, and I squeezed him tighter, as if I could crush my little eye. Although the spring sunshine was warm, he wore a windbreaker and his legs were covered by a blanket. The belly smelled faintly sour. way people on medication sometimes do. With his face pressed close to mine, I could hear his labored breathing in my ear. My old friend, he whispered, come back at last. He rocked against me, not letting go, his hands reaching up for my elbows as I bent over him. I was surprised at such affection after all these years. Then, in the same stone walls I'd built between my present and my past, I'd forgotten how close we once were. I remember graduation day, the briefcase, his tears at my departure, and I swallowed because I knew, deep down, that I was no longer the good gift-bearing student he remembered. I only hoped that for the next few hours I could fool him. Inside the house, we sat at a walnut dining room table near a window that looked out on the neighbor's house. Morrie fussed with his wheelchair. As was his custom, he wanted to feed me, and I said, all right. Mitch, you know that I'm dying. I knew. All right, then. Morrie swallowed the pills, put down the paper cup, and held deeply, then let it out. Shall I tell you what it's like? What it's like to die? Yes. Although I was unaware of it, our last class had just begun. Yeah. Yeah. No showman. What you doing, this? This is hip hop. Cushy skirt. Who else is out there right now? Say hello if you're out there. Say hello, Angela Critters. Paging Angela Critters. Shout out Benny Loco. Benny Loco. Native Council. Shout out Native Council. Shout out PD Tingles. I haven't seen PD in a while. Tingle, 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 tingle. You see me. Let's put them up, put them up. Put them up, put them up. Put them up. Skull, 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 skull. Tingles. Relax. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Skull, 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 skull. Listen, listen. Tingle, tingle, tingle. Skull, 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 skull. Test. Gnarly, tingle, tuck it in, cushy, tingle, scut. Test. Y'all like my anthropomorphic pirate skull with the books? Pretty cool. Test. It's a test. Testing all the buttons and monitors. Test. Don't push that button, Scully. You'll delete everybody. Laren Scott. I'm glad you liked it, Laren. I think that's probably going to be all we read tonight. It's It's definitely a book that I recommend. Leave the buttons alone, right? No doubt. Oh, thank you, Cushy. I might take a couple of sessions to read that out, but we'll see how it works out. I'm working on so many good productions right now, trying to keep those ducks in a row. Izzy got that pirate badge. Look at that. So how's everybody doing with their channels and making some good content out there and putting some good channel banners together, things like that? Yeah, if anybody needs help with like channel art, thumbnails, banners, I'm even hoping to delve more into building websites as well, but certainly can get you headed in the right direction there. I'm working with a few people on the side with collaborations right now, doing some recordings, and it's a lot of logs in the fire, Or throw some paint on the wall sometimes, see what sticks. Yeah, I like those colors on Izzy's avatar there. It really makes it pop. I mean, all colors are beautiful. I guess it's just how you combine them together and make them pop. But I definitely see, the ecosystem of this, whatever you want to call it, more into some graphic design, things of that nature. Yeah. I was just thinking of what the Dutch people say when they call a cat. It's funny. You know what the Dutch people say? Anybody know? Who do you know? Cats. There you go. And instead of saying kitty, 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 they say push, 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 push. I'll never forget when I was on the Dutch farm when I first got to Holland. You know, it was like 2022 or whatever. Introducing me to all the animals, you know, and I got to the cat. And she was like, I don't even want to say it. It's funny. I mean, like a pussy cat, you know. They called it, you know, kind of like that. Anyway, let's don't go there. Mm-hmm. Not going there. Well, I hope I was able to give some of y'all some relaxation tonight, you know. I know I haven't been on very much lately, so Dragon Mama. Dragon Mama. Oh, you're quite welcome, Cushy. Y'all give a big hand for Izzy too, helping me behind the scenes and allow me to read in a seamless effort. Low I fits in the box and sits, puts the lotion on the skin, the lotion in the basket. Tingle, tingle, tingle. Won't let go. It's time to relax. Let it all go. Back on your spine. Feels so good. It's tingling. Feels so good all over. Go to sleep tonight. You can wake up feeling so fresh in the morning. Promise you, the Arabian Nights. It's dreamland. Jonica Tingle. I'd like to thank all you lurkers out there. Scuss, 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 scuss. Arabian Nights. Niz, I saw your painting Billy put up. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good night, y'all. Hate you laters. Get you laters. Haunt me, baby, haunt me. Tuck it in. All right, everybody tuck Cushy in. We're tucking y'all in one by one. That's what we do. Of course, there's the, occasional Scully eye wakes up in the middle of the night, still got the earbuds in, and the stream's like over with. Thank you, sisters. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tucking it in, Tuckaroos, Tuckaroos. Oh yeah, great Encyclopedia Britannica. Encyclopedia Britannica. Tingle. How y'all like Jonica's painting there? Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven. So I know we'll definitely be doing more of Poe's works. I've done a couple: Fall of the House of Usher and Black Cat. Soon I'm working on the full list, alphabetical list of all of my productions, and I'll soon have that in the description so you can just go down and look and see, like you'll see where Black Cat was narrated, and it's a really good show I did about 2 years ago. Yep. I look back now after being on the platform for 4 years, and I think about all the work I've done, and it's a pretty good bit of work. A lot of good quality production that just got better and better, and technically we had our hiccups, but a lot of these stories could be listened to 20 years from now. And just that kind of raw way, where you get the essence of it. And oh, it's so great seeing all y'all tonight. I look forward to seeing your lives as well. I try to get around and see everybody. Not always easy to do when you get to a certain level, but literally running 5 or 6 tabs, sometimes trying to catch up with people's videos. But I do make sure I'll at least watch a couple of videos of everybody's stuff, and if not all of it. Yeah. So, yeah, y'all again look forward next. Hey, Robin. How you doing? Good to see you. We're getting ready to shut it down here. I got a rehearsals next Tuesday for Shawshank Redemption. I'm not saying it's an all-male cast by any means, but if you think you can do a man's voice, you're more than welcome to come up. Give it a shot, But yeah, things are looking good, so it's good to see you. I can't even say that. Bite a meta Benjamin. What is that? Oh my God! Right. Well, y'all wait for our Sanford and Son 420 Sanford and Son. Oh yeah, there's Nez, right, Nez? Oh yeah, we were gonna do the Clue as well, but I mean, I'm all for doing like some parodies, but I mean, I'm gonna take it to a level of like a real show where I produce it and work. I don't know. Yeah, one of the best Lucy episodes ever. Right. What did you say, Izzy? Let me go back up here. Or the candy wrapping MSV? What is that? Oh, yeah? Huh. You sound like, what's her name? What was her name? I can't even think what her name was. Lucy, hey, Laren, good to see you're still here. Kathleen, peace, love, light, and blessings. That's the Meta Benjamin. Okay. Is like the oh shit. What is it called? The Vegemite. Excuse me, do you have any Grey Poupon? Tastes good too, like candy. All right. What Janica said, I can't spell. Give me a Vegemite sandwich. Did y'all have fun tonight? Like listening to the story so far? Think it's worth continuing? Maybe, maybe not. Hey, Saldama, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, I was telling them earlier, Ace, I was messing around with some of the moderator buttons and just X'd everybody out and like, oh shoot. Anyway, I'm just trying to get some things restructured, so most definitely. Yeah, tonight you can go back and check it out, Robin. We were reading Tuesday with Morrie by Mitch Albom. Story about a man who gets Lou Gehrig's disease and teaches this young man about well, not to get too much of the story away, but he teaches him about life. So I think the moral of the story, is we're all going through something, and you just, instead of complaining, you just want to work with what you got, with because even people that are paralyzed, they can still have productive lives, and it's just really no reason to make excuses, and just to do the best that you can with what you have, and to accept the things that you can't do anything about. You understand? So, and then there's that part of life, and there's the other part of life where we all go through loss. And as a lot of you guys know, I lost my mother a few months ago, and that was a really tough thing for me. But I think it's a part of life, and you learn to celebrate it. And no, I mean, I've been talking with a lot of people, like there's certain things that should never happen to somebody. And definitely, losing your child would be one of those things, or having your child kidnapped. But other than that, most of the stuff we can pretty much expect in life. And this story is about like showing you that although you think you got it tough, there's always somebody that's got it a lot harder. And lend a helping hand. Don't kick a gift horse in the mouth if it comes your way. And so you know what I'm saying. Um, I hope that helps some of you. So, but we'll finish up the story. I think it's a story worth doing. So I can't do them all, but I'll certainly try. Yeah, I guess that y'all heading into winter over there in Australia, aren't you, Ace? It's so weird to me to think like going into like May and June, it's winter, but opposite way down there. So Yep. With some of you guys just hanging out the whole time listening to me. So true, Scully. Hair tingles. Face down tingles. Yeah, it's cold, huh? Yeah, we're getting ready to head out, Ace. I'm wrapping it up, so. Yeah, Robin's worked with me a few times on some productions, so. She did a great job with her narrations, and we always appreciate that. Jonica tingles. Ska, 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 ska. Jonica, ska, ska. Big hand, Izzy Bob. Thank you, thank you. We'll jump on down, clear on out of here, you guys. I'm Scully, the author that reads to you. I read my novels. So buckle up. It's quite the ride, and we'll see you on the other side. Welcome to our exclusive membership program. Here you will find exclusive perks like special emojis and badges at all levels. First tier gets you access to the Tingle Room, where you can pop in some earbuds and experience ASMR magic and brain tingles like never before. Tier 2 allows you entrance into the library, where I will tell you fables and stories by the fireplace or in a winter storm. Here you will also find member-only live streams and access to the Tingle Room as well. Third tier takes you up to the observatory, where I meet with you or a group, helping you with graphic overlays, voiceovers, or anything else related to a professional channel. Of course, the observatory affords you all of the above mentioned benefits. Becoming a member is a great compensation package to me because it helps with the financial end of this and gives you a little something extra for a fair price. It's going to be great seeing you in my chat all lit up in colors, with emojis and badges next to your name. And one more thing. Ska, 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 ska.